Busy day today. So let's get going. Okay, so the order of events, if you will, what I need to do today, take my daughter to the orthodontist. I have to get all of the recycling out of my garage. It's wild how much is in there. It's a mountain of recycling. I need to get that done. Scrape the surface in here. It's not great, but I really want to clean my back porches, my back porch and my front porch. I don't have two back porches. It's starting to get a little bit of bug buildup, if you will. And so now it's kind of icky when I sit in the front porch in the morning and in the back porch in the evening. So I want to get those taken care of. And then we have homeschool meetup. We're going to the beach with our homeschool group in the afternoon. I have to homeschool my kids. I have to go grocery shopping. And then I'm sure other stuff's going to pop up and surprise me. So it is 8:35. I have 25 minutes before I need to be in the car and going, 20 minutes, let's say, before I need to get in the car. So what I want to do is see if I can get dishes going and laundry going. So let's see how that goes. Starting off my morning doing dishes is not exactly what I would ever want to do. I typically, if I had these 20 minutes to kill, I would have just sat, enjoyed another cup of coffee, and scrolled on my phone. But I have an incredible day ahead of me, and later on, not right now while I'm doing dishes, I still think it's stupid right now in this moment. But later on, when I come home tired and overwhelmed and all of that, I am so grateful that I had already gotten this load of dishes done. And I really didn't have very much to do after that. I am getting so much better at trying to stay on top of my mess. It still gets extremely messy, but I'm starting tackling it faster, if that makes any sense. Whereas I would usually just let it go so much longer, it is still getting really messy, but I am cycling faster through my spiral. Does that make sense? So even though it's getting really messy, I am getting up and addressing it much faster than I would. And for that, I am really grateful. And I really do feel like this channel is helping me with that. I am being held accountable. I am really seeing my progress as I go. And I actually really see the downside of it when I don't address it. I feel a little bit more ashamed and a little bit more motivated to not be seen in that light. I know that I have a lot of new people to this channel. I am so grateful. Welcome, everybody. I'm Beth. I am a stay-at-home mom. I have kids that I homeschool. My twins, they just turned 13. They're autistic. And I have a son. He just turned 11, and he is neurotypical. So what I am just trying to do here is find my way out of the cluttered chaos, and I just want to build a community and have support and everything. I'm really enjoying this experience. That actually reminds me, I do have memberships open. I'm considering doing things like members only lives. Right now, my only member is one of my dad's friends. It was just a really sweet, supportive thing he did. I don't know. Don't really love the idea of doing a member only live with Kevin. Thank you, Kevin. You are salt of the earth. Love that you have been a member for 3 months, but it would be weird, right? So it's just something I was thinking about. If anybody would be interested, I feel like it would be fun. I would love to chat with people and have good conversations. Okay, so now that I'm done washing my dishes before I put them in the dishwasher. Make sure that you guys are all good and super mad at me for doing that. I am getting really close to needing to get my kid to the orthodontist, and I just kind of finished this in the nick of time. Really happy. It was a perfect 20 minutes for me to fill up.
For the first time in ages, I wake up and don't hate it. guess I found some peace. Through the day to the evening, without shouting and screaming, something new to me. Alone without being lonely, getting back to the old me. It's kinda nice to feel free.
Okay, off to the orthodontist. Alright, check this out. Jeez Louise. It has been a while, so we have to traverse a very perilous path. House past. It's taller than I am, you guys. It doesn't extend all the way in the garage. I only want to do it exactly at the door to make life a little bit worse. Okay. Now, orthodontist. So on the drive over, I saw a turtle on the side of the road and was like after kind of a blind turn. So I approached it. I wanted to make sure it wasn't a snapping turtle. I can't tell the difference by looking at them just yet. And it didn't have like a mean looking mouth, if that makes sense. So I went behind it and it into its shell, so I picked it up, and I was taking it across the road and it peed all over my feet. I didn't expect it to pee, but that makes sense. But I certainly didn't expect the quantity of urine that came out of this turtle. It was like the turtle was 90% urine and it went all over my feet. So I'm glad. I've had a couple of instances of really needing baby wipes. I had baby wipes in the car. I wiped all of my feet off. I'm gonna go inside the orthodontist. I sent Sonia in there already to check in for her appointment, and I'm gonna go wash my hands. Task 1, done. Bonus quest, you need gas. The alarm flashed on when we were driving over here, so let's go get gas. Okay, it's 10:47. I need to get this done and then dumped off within the next hour and 20 minutes. I really don't know if I'm going to be able to do it, but let's go. I haven't taken the recycling to the recycling plant since before Christmas. I do see myself breaking down things that we got during Christmas in this huge pile. We make so much recycling as it is with milk jugs and soda cans and all of that. I have a hard time putting my huge Amazon boxes into the recycling bin. It crowds it out too much. So I wait until I have Cardboard Mountain, and then I break it all down and I take it to the recycling place. Some of these large boxes up there, those are from Sam's Club, and I'm not really sure if I'm going to be able to break them down well or not, so I just throw them to the side. I am feeling so pressed for time in this. What's hilarious is I am trying to plot out in my head, okay, here's how long I can do filling the car. Here's how long I can do emptying the car. And, maybe we'll get to homeschool meetup in time. Unfortunately, when I get home to get my kids all changed to get ready for homeschool meetup, I double check the location, which pulls up the time, and I'm already late. I had thought it started at 1 and it started at noon. So all of this stress that I have right now, I'm already ruining my day. I just don't know it yet. I am not trying to clean my garage in any way. I am only trying to get the boxes out. So whatever trash falls. Don't care about it. I am not going to reorganize. We are just getting cardboard out and shoving it into my car.
Riding on the dizzying highs. To your own life, living in the past. I'm feeling it tonight, riding on the dizzying highs. I'm standing on the dizzying highs. I'm standing on the dizzying highs. I'm standing on the dizzying highs. Standing on the dizzying highs. Everything's so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way together. Standing on dizzying highs. Everything's so much better. Riding high on your river, you and I, we're climbing way together. Standing on the dizzying highs.
Live your life within the moment, moment. And don't go wait until the morning, morning. You never know when it is over, over. All that I know is we'll get older, older. So let us dance this night away. Our bodies move to the groove and the light that flickers. We get lost in the crowd, it's getting thicker. We get away from the drinks and chatter. Haven't said a word, but it doesn't matter. Feel the air get thinner. Standing in a blurry dream. No one else can see us. Live your life within the moment, moment. And don't go wait until the morning, morning. You never know when it is over, over. All that I know is we'll get older, older. So let us dance this night away.
Okay, you guys, so this is what it looks like. It's a disaster, but the mountain is gone. Those boxes there that have stuff in it that we need to put away. I don't have time to clean it and make it look nice. We have to move along. This is only my second summer in Georgia, so I forgot that May is not when you can wear full face of makeup anymore. Like, you should abandon that, never do it. But now we remember, and that'll save us time in the morning. So, okay, first gas, then drop off all this, then come back, then pack snacks, swimsuits on the kids, pack a beach bag, and then get going. So, okay, we'll see. So this machine that I have to stuff the cardboard into absolutely terrifies me. I feel like no matter what I do, it's gonna come and crush my arms off, even if it's not turned on, even if it's not doing anything. I'm just pretty sure that that is going to happen. Also, I am trying to be discreet about how much cardboard I have. I'm nervous that somebody's gonna come in and be like, hey lady, that's way too much cardboard. What are you thinking? So I'm trying to organize it the best I can and minimize what it looks like. I don't know. I just feel very self-conscious about my giant pile of cardboard. All of the workers that I've ever interacted with here, they are so sweet. I love them. They've always been kind. Everybody's always helped me. And I think that makes it just a little bit worse because I'm like, oh no, what if they're disappointed in me? So I am doing my best to get an A+ at breaking down cardboard and shoving it in the terrifying death trap. I think today B-, maybe a B if the teacher's in a good mood, but it's a lot. I don't know that it's an A. Also, it is so incredibly hot. Those jeans lasted just only when my activities were indoors. I had to switch into shorts immediately. It's so hot today, and I'm so looking forward to the beach, and also not because it's just, I don't know. It feels like a big time suck in the middle of my day, but I know my kids are gonna love it so much. So super willing to load up the kids and go.
That always trusted me, and that's all I need, my remedy. Hey, hey, draw your arrow back. I just want you to fire me.
12 o'clock noon. We're behind, but I think we can do it, guys. Extra good. That's super good with cream.
Yeah, like
Blue Taki.
I hopefully put some funny moments in one of your videos, Mom.
Oh God. I think we can all admit that that was a bonkers terrible job at making iced coffee. Way too much coffee concentrate, way too much cream, but I really needed it and it tasted delicious, maybe just a little too heavy. So what I decided, I am sloppy. So I'm exhausted. I am too beat down from the sun. I ate at Chick-fil-A. I I don't want to continue on with my day. And usually I wouldn't. I would just rinse off in the shower and I would sit on my couch and call it good. But I really want to push myself to finish my giant day. So I made myself a nice coffee and then I'm making myself the final to-do list. And at the top of my to-do list, I put two things that are one, already done, and two, something that I really want to do, which is rinse off all of the sand from the shower. The last thing I need to do is to clean the back patio, clean the front porch, pick up trash in the garage, and then tidy the kitchen and living room. I'm not saying clean my kitchen and living room. I just need to tidy it. All right, here are all of the bugs that I was talking about accumulating on my back porch. I worked really hard to make this back porch somewhere that I actually would want to sit. And I do, but it's creeping up a little bit. So I really want to tackle that zone. Honestly, while I'm cleaning this, I really feel like a storm should be coming any moment now. And it never does. It just has that storm feeling going right now. The wind is going, it's hot, it's sticky, but no rain.
'Cause never will ever be blinded by love.
Sweet Potato is supervising and absolutely not wanting to move out of my way whatsoever. And that's fine. I needed the extra supervision. I locked Leroy in the house because he was supervising too hard and annoying the living crap out of me. So he had to get banished inside. Somehow we have charging cords mixed with our dog leads. I don't know how that happened, but not ideal. I have like a pin out thing, a screwdriver that you put into your lawn and then you put the lead on so the dog doesn't run away. We're going to need that for Leroy. Sometimes he just goes way into the woods and he's getting so many stickers in his beard. I had to trim off like half of his face and he looks absolutely insane from it. But the stickers, they're getting into his like lips and it's really hurting him and he hates it when I have to get them out. So we do need to just kind of limit how far he goes for a little bit. I think this bench is super adorable and I love it so much. I sat on it during a thunderstorm over the weekend and I loved it. The cushion is really thin, so you can only sit about an hour tops before your butt just starts hurting. Okay, there was a spider on my hand. It was really tiny and freaking me out. It manages, I don't know how to get back onto that door. And so I am trying to keep my space from Mr. Spider the best I can.
Times you lied, but be sober. Go back to her now, 'cause we're over. So ironic, saw you on the stories and lost all my feelings, like our love had no meaning. So don't smile at me when we meet, oh please.
Okay. Cautiously trying to shut my door again. I wipe off that table. I don't know how I didn't catch it, but I do Windex that tiny table. And it's done. Look, a lot better. It's just a little less gross feeling without all of those bugs in the corners. Back inside. We are moving right along. That didn't take very long at all. And I know the front porch won't take very long either. And look, all these, I feel like these are bugs, but they might be plant material instead. I was thinking when I was sweeping that maybe it's plants and not bugs, but we had so many no-see-ums out, so many of these little biting gnats that I'm glad they're all dead. That's, yay, let's celebrate that. They're awful. And this table, ugh, gross. Okay. So I get really thrown off here. First of all, I have to look for the frog that likes to live back there, but I'm looking at my stupid welcome mat. So on Instagram Reels, this one woman who is like, I don't know, a major in folklore, she had this whole thing. She's like, what does your welcome mat say? Does it say something like come in? Because vampires have to be welcomed in, but they're also really big on loopholes. And if your welcome mat says come in, you might be just inviting in a vampire. And honestly, I have so much going on in my life. I just don't know if I could deal with a vampire in my home. It feels like one too many things at this point in my life. So maybe I should just get a new welcome mat that doesn't say, oh, I wanted to show you that. I slowed it down just so you could see how gross that was. I knew when I sprayed it down with Windex that was not the cleaner for it, but I was too lazy to go inside. But my laziness threw my butt right back inside because it was yuck. Anyway, I'm just worried about the vampire going in. Maybe I need a new doormat. I don't really have the time for a vampire. I guess if I was immortal and I never slept, I would be able to tidy my house more often. So we'll just see how it plays out.
We could just leave. We're fake, but we're better than that.
I am really enjoying my front patio. I am drinking my morning coffee out there and getting the, first little sunlight in my eyeballs because apparently that's good for you. And now that the construction across the street is done, but not kitty corner to me, it's a little less awkward to be in my robe drinking coffee when there's not like 15 workers trying to build a house. It's just, I don't know, it's kind of uncomfortable. But now I can pretend like they're not there and they can pretend like I'm not there and we're all pretty satisfied with that. So it looks like I'm tidying up my mess. I'm just throwing it on the mat just outside a frame because I'm going to bring everything in with me at the same time. Don't be surprised. You will see my pile of mess in a minute when I'm showing you the final results. Okay, that is task 2. Looks pretty good. And that table looks way better. I'm glad I did the whole Clorox wipe first, then Windex, because there was so much on it. Absolutely forget to cross off front porch. I figure it out later, but it was a real bummer. Okay, here we're not cleaning the garage. We're just getting trash up so that, I don't know, so we're not tripping over trash. To move Cardboard Mountain and then just make Trash Mountain didn't make sense to me. But I don't have I'm on my last little bit of energy. And I did pull out that Ziploc thing. Those are gallon freezers. We have been out inside the house for a couple of days and I saw them and I remembered and I grabbed them. So now I'm going to be able to restock those. This goes really quickly, probably because I didn't put a lot of effort into it. And 1 trash bag, that's all I really feel like doing. And we can walk right in. Not so terrible. I do remember to cross that off and don't see the front porch thing for some crazy reason. Okay, we are not cleaning the kitchen. We're tidying the kitchen. This is just scrape the surface, get myself into a little bit better of a place. So when I tackle this area tomorrow morning, I am not starting from an absolute shit show. I am just like doing okay. It's not a ton of trash. It's not a ton of dishes. Well, because we did dishes in the morning. It's not a ton of trash. It's not a ton of clutter. You know, it's more spread out, so that's good. Sometimes I wonder why I even put these appliances away. I mean, if they weren't so ugly and look so weird right there, I'd probably leave them out. We use them every single day. So I go to stuff the Ziploc bags in where they go. And it looks like my husband already saw that we had been out for a few days and he brought some in and refilled it before I could, which was very sweet and adorable. Finally crossed off the front porch.
When I see you coming down the road, oh, it's gonna be a good day. On the highway of my bleeding soul. Oh, it's gonna be a good day. When I see you coming down the road, oh, it's gonna be a good day. On the highway of my bleeding soul.
We brought in fruit flies, either on the grapes that we bought, or maybe I kind of suspect that bouquet of flowers may have had some. I don't know if that's a real thing, but there was 100 million on that bouquet when I went to throw it out. So we have 2 jars, one with a banana peel and one with cantaloupe to catch all of the fruit flies. And sweet potato thinks it's the best thing that's ever happened to her. She finds it so fascinating. She constantly wants to sit and stare at the flies that are trapped. All right, last little bit of dishes. I didn't want to do the dishes. I never do, but I had my apron on and I was like, okay, let's get the baking sheets done first. Then we'll do pots and pans and move from there. And I was dressed for the event, so I was going to attend the ball.
I get used to letting you go. A fickle heartbeat and I'll go blind. You feel exactly every void I have inside. I'm your Valerie, like a rock, but still I try so hard to be something I'm not. So show me love and I will show up. Prove me wrong, this time you won't stop. Or you go your way and I will go mine. 'Cause never will I ever be blinded by love again. Jen calls crying, she's lost. Met her ex and now she's back to the start. I gave her my best advice. She did the same but couldn't change my mind. And as soon as I see you, I forget about it. Yeah, soon I get used to letting you go. So show me love and I will show up. Prove me wrong, this time you won't stop. Or you go your way and I will go mine. 'Cause never will I ever be blinded by love again.
So I see that I'm going to want to soak this pan before I wash it, which inspires me to soak all of my dishes before I wash those. And I put them all in the sink in a nice little pile. And it has been scientifically proven that if you can fit all of your dishes in the sink, then you don't actually have to do dishes. You have no dirty dishes to wash. They just disappear. Home stretch, guys, just the living room left. And living room's not bad. I am calling my kids in. We are trying to take some of our swimming stuff and put that where it belongs, get some of the snacks out of the bag that we took to the beach with us. That orange blanket actually goes outside. That's the throw I have outside. So Sonia's going to put the snacks back. I think Sammy got the towels and she was putting them away, and Calvin went and got clothes. I think I cut him out though for some reason. I also decided to start a puzzle in this giant silver thing. It is like a puzzle keeper, but the puzzle I selected is too large for that. And now I'm setting it to the side, wondering whether or not I'm going to just put it away and abandon that idea, or if I'm going to assemble a 2,000 piece puzzle on the dining room table and deal with the cats constantly ruining it. I'm undecided, so it's set to the side for me to decide later. I don't have to make that decision today. Once again, Kesha is not in the mood to move so that I could arrange the couch. That's her kingdom. And it's done. My house isn't clean, but it is picked up. I have a great starting place for myself tomorrow. And it only took me a little over an hour. Okay, so it is really close to 5 o'clock and I'm gonna need to start getting dinner ready. So today is over. I got everything I wanted to accomplish, but it took so long and we missed so much of the homeschool meetup. I thought it was at 1 and it was at noon, but there were still lots of people there when we got there at 1, and we were able to play in the beach with our friends and hang out for a little bit. And I'm telling you, being in the sun on the beach and then being so hungry. I was really hungry before we went grocery shopping, so we stopped at Chick-fil-A, and then eating, it just put me into like a catatonic state. That was really hard to overcome. But we did, and now I am going to get dinner ready and do nothing for the rest of the night. I'm really excited about it. I think I'm just gonna go get in pajamas now. Anyways, thank you so much for hanging out with me today. I'm glad we ran errands together. I can't wait to see what we do in the next video, and I love you. Bye.